ID at Xbox Showcase was this morning, bro. I've been at work for like 12 hours, so I go into work at 4 a.m. The ID at Xbox Showcase was at like 1 o'clock, so I missed it. I think I completely missed it. I'm gonna have to find a recap and then watch it back, make a video of it, or at least anything I can if I can find it. Because I haven't seen a recap up yet on YouTube, but legit, I just got off work like 30 minutes ago and then got ready to make this video because our boys over there at Bethesda dropped another one of their bangers for Into the Starfield, and it's episode two. It's episode two. It's like they little documentary of their Starfield journey. This is episode two of it. I watched the first one. I was damn excited to see the second one up. Starfield is gonna be a big game this year, and I'm just waiting to see what else they got to offer us. Cause you know Bethesda's one of those people that are real quiet about their games. They don't really talk about development until the game's done, and then they be like, "Hey, the game's done. Come buy it." And that's how they always been. Microsoft is struggling with marketing. They try not to market things. They try to wait and then show people. People be like, "Oh, why the fuck they ain't showing nothing?" They try to show people. Then people be like, "Oh, they show you too early." Bethesda, they do their thing over there, and I'm glad they still be able to. But let's get into this video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let's see what Starfield got in episode 2.
It's a level of immersion that we really focus on. You're not just playing a game, but you're living in this world, in this universe.
It's a giant
So they got
open world
bitches.
for the player to do what they want.
You got maidens.
You feel like you've had an
If they put
impact
maidens
in
in
the
it,
world.
I swear that's
You
what
really feel like
Obsidian
you're
did.
there.
With
There's
Fallout New
certain,
Vegas,
types
you
of
get you some
entertainment
maidens.
where you're just
It made the game so
experiencing
much
it. You're
better.
taking in what the creator wants you to see, and they draw that dotted line between this happens, go here, do this. The more that we can put you in the situation where you're going to decide. That's what makes video games the best form of entertainment that they are.
I mean, video games are really good entertainment. Right up there with music is video games. Sometimes movies. It depends on the movie though. Made for Wanderers.
We don't just make
Marooned,
RPGs,
Lost
like we
at
make
Sea.
simulations, and that leads to
y'all know where they're
a lot
from,
of just
comment
crazy
down
stuff
below.
that can happen and things you don't expect.
Yeah, we always have those big fights. Like, what if combat breaks out right now, right? You have to handle that, right? Because it could. You can't control it. The only thing you control is that the game has to account for it somehow.
We embrace the chaos, let it play out, and usually it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
wanna
us would
see
do
how
this for a
combat
long
is in
time
fucking
together.
Starfield.
And
It's
it's
probably
nice
gonna be
with
like Fallout.
Starfield
You
to
got
go
guns and
back
shit.
to some things we didn't do, the backgrounds, the traits, the defining your character, all of those stats. And I think there's so many games now that do those things that people are ready for something that does a lot of the things that, older hardcore RPGs, some that we used to do, doing those again in a new way.
We've always allowed the player to, to create really interesting, unique characters. This game, we've definitely severely leveled up. The tech is based on scanning of real-world models, similar to the photogrammetry we do in our landscapes. We're kind of applying the same thing to our
They
people as
using
well,
hella fucking
because it's not just the
cameras, like,
appearance of your
like
player and all that,
photorealistically
but we
capture
want all
things
the
to put in the
personal
fucking game. and it's
interactions with
crazy.
NPCs, other characters in the game to be as impactful as possible. And for that, you have to believe these are real people. You're a real person interacting with real people.
One of the big choices is which part of the game world am I going to engage in? We always
And they always
make
have
a
that.
bunch
Man,
of
you can
different
play the whole
groups that
fucking
represent some of the major
a
factions
million different
in every
ways.
game. And in this one, we've got the United Colonies that represents the future Space Republic, idealized. You also have the Freestar Collective, which
Oh, they're
is
showing some new
the
concept art.
space Western fantasy. People that are out there on the
They look like
frontier.
Anthem.
We've got Ryujin Industries, which represents
remember that fucking
corporate
water
life.
place. That
I think
shit
it has
was
one
so
of the
fire.
best starts
They look like
of
Cyberpunk.
any of the factions
Yeah,
we've
it's a
done.
mega
They got all
company.
that shit
have
in
to-
the
you get
fucking
hired,
in
right?
one
Like,
game.
yeah,
That
that's what
shit
you
gonna
do,
be
right.
wild.
We'll play for our job. We'll
Right.
see if you cut the mustard.
Right.
Yeah, I love approaching it that way where, okay, what makes the world feel whole? What are the groups that would make it feel whole and believable? And then how does the player interact with them? What we're doing with the pirates, the Crimson Fleet as well. They're not just this foe, let the player join them. What does that mean?
The cool thing about Crimson Fleet,
You
know,
can
what
join
if you're
the pirate
a
gang?
good
Ah, I
person,
gotta
you want to be a
pirate
good
in
player,
Starfield.
and you don't want to play as a bad guy, you can side with the pirates, or you can report back your superiors and be like basically space cop type of thing. So it'll let you be a good person and still play with the bad guys. I think that's really cool too.
It seems like no matter what story we write, the one the players tell themselves is the one that they think about and love the most, and the companions.
Hello, Captain.
Do you get that robot?
How may I
Can that
be of
robot punch some shit
assistance?
for you?
So something we really, leaned into on this game.
Was that
how
in-game?
those other characters
That
felt
looked
about
kinda good.
you.
That's probably my favorite part. Like when you're exploring and then your companion makes some comment off the cuff about something that you're checking out or something that just happened. It just feels so perfect for immersion. It's so believable. You think it's a real person.
So, we knew we wanted to do some kind of persuasion minigame thing.
Yeah, we sat down and it was funny. We didn't start with, let's do an evolution of, let's look back at the old Oblivion system, but there are a couple of beats there. You have to think about, what's my risk here, right? Which one do I want to choose? We didn't want it to be a system where there was
I like the
definitely the
Oblivions.
right
A lot of
thing
people
to
join
say.
Bethesda
It feels
and
like
Skyrim,
you're having a
but if you play
conversation where
Morrowind
you're
and
actually trying to
Oblivion,
persuade
you will
somebody of
understand that
something.
Bethesda used to be deep and
So it's actually, I think it's, as far as new systems,
Skyrim was the most successful
in
because it was the
dialogue,
most
I think
accessible.
It's definitely one of the most
More
successful
people could
ones
play
that we've had.
Skyrim.
Yeah. I think when we knew we were
And that's why
making
more
a game
people play
about
fucking
space,
Skyrim.
we
And it
asked
was just
ourselves
that
certain
damn fucking
questions,
good.
and that question is, what is out there? And so, as a game, we have romance, adventure, mystery, but I think with Starfield, there's this other layer of, the cosmos and the universe and what is out there.
At the end of it, we want the
Hold on,
players
we're gonna have to
to
pause it there, bro. Because it's almost over. Hold on, let's just finish it
have
out.
told their own journey, but then look back at it and we're asking the big questions. Why are we all here? Where is it leading?
Why are we here?
And what's next for humanity?
All right, so I gathered quite a bit from this. Starfield.com. Can't wait to see it. Xbox and PC, and it's the first fucking next gen game for Xbox at least. Sony has a couple, even though they're PlayStation 4 games, they get disguised as PlayStation 5 ones. This is the first main platform next gen game for Xbox, and it's looking like it's gonna be a good ass fucking game. They said something about romance and travel and stuff. I'm like, are they gonna have that in the game? Because Bethesda's not one to really touch on romance. Not really. They have like marriages options and stuff like that in games, but it's usually pretty bare bones. You don't really do much with a companion besides walk around and kill shit with them. So I wonder if they expand on that in this game. Because Obsidian's pretty good at doing that. Kind of. I mean, they've gotten better, especially with the Outer Worlds. They've definitely got better, especially at companion banter and stuff like that. When they talk to each other, they talk to you about situations. Lydia and them really don't do much in Skyrim. They kind of evolved that in Fallout 4, but it still wasn't as advanced as like a BioWare character would do, or like even Obsidian's character did in the Outer Worlds. So them expanded on the side characters would definitely be great. The world look like it's gonna be fucking massive. Not the world, the universe they're building. And that's what piques me the most, because they've made massive worlds. We've been all over Tamriel, but they're making a fucking universe, bro. And that still excites me every time I see it, because I'm a science fiction gamer. Y'all see me play a whole lot of Mass Effect. That shit is just top tier. If this can be Mass Effect caliber, I'm gonna be playing this shit for fucking years. But that's gonna be it for this one. So let me know what you think about this down below. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new. I need to go find the ID at Xbox recap and watch that, because I know they showed some fire games. I've seen a couple like trailers that they showed from the thing. And I'll see y'all in the next video.